Well, it doesn't look like Texas Chainsaw will be paving that much of a clear path for the release of Killer Klowns. That's what we're going to talk about today as I tell you some of the new drops that are coming on release day for Texas Chainsaw, which is going to, of course, correspond with the release day for Killer Klowns, at least those of us that have pre ordered the game. Of course, I'd love to hear your opinion on all of this after the video. What do you think about TCM's strategy here? Let me know down below, and also let me know if you're excited for either Killer Klowns or the new items coming to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, of course, if you like what I do, consider subscribing and hit your notifications. It's totally free to you and really helps us out and helps this community grow. Appreciate you guys. Now, I was under the impression that Texas Chainsaw was actually going to let Killer Klowns come out basically unimpeded, and then a week after the official release of Killer Klowns, they would be coming out with their own content. But it looks like May 28th, Texas Chainsaw is going to be releasing some new stuff into the game, and it's not nothing. Now, the first of which is going to be an outfit pack for Connie. Nothing special here, right? Their outfit packs are pretty much one and the same. You get one basic outfit, 7 different colors or 6 different colors or whatever, and this one is specifically for Connie. Now, I am just going to take a guess here and say that they're probably going to have another outfit pack or two for one of the characters, maybe Sunny or somebody else, I have no idea, but they have announced Connie up to this point. Now, that's not necessarily any kind of big deal there, but the next thing they dropped is a big deal, and this is Execution Pack number 3. I have no clue if YouTube will let me actually monetize this video because let's just say this is the most brutal and oddly satisfying execution pack that Gun has ever released. Whether it's Gun or Black Tower or whoever, it is absolutely insanity and it's beautiful at the same time. So let's go through some of these. The first one is actually might be one of the most brutal, and that is the Hitchhiker one. Hitch, everybody's favorite crazy uncle, gives a quick stab to the side of the neck and then one to the jugular. And then again, will I be able to monetize this? I have no clue. As the fluids are spraying, maybe that will navigate TOS or be okay. As the fluids are spraying, Hitchhiker is reveling in his masterpiece that he is creating on not only himself, the victim, but also the floor in front of him. Next one has Johnny doing a chokehold and then doing some kind of cut to the stomach. We obviously don't get to see the full thing there, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see what that one is all about. Now, the next one here may be a little underrated considering who's doing it, and that is Cook. So he gives Connie a little bit of a backhanded love tap, and then he comes behind her and puts her to sleep for a little while with his broken broomstick, right? So, pretty brutal. Now, one thing you will notice, and something I appreciate about the executions in Texas Chainsaw, is how the victim reacts. They respond perfectly to the area that is being affected, and you're really about to see that in this next clip here. It is, yeah, it's insane. You can see Julie in the first clip holding the side of her neck, and then, of course, she has another open wound, so not much she can do there. Sonny, same way, kind of holding his midsection. It's really impressive. So, you know, it is one of those things I really appreciate about Gunn and their work and the motion capture here. The next one is Nancy. And Nancy, well, Nancy is Nancy. So she gives Danny a little tap to his leg to bring him almost to his knees, and then she goes straight for the manhood. And this is, if that's not bad enough, her little gardening tool there in between the legs, and then she pulls straight out. And of course, Danny responds to that, drops to his knees, holding what's left of his manhood there. And then she actually finishes him off with a slap to the side of the face with her gardening tool. And then there's Sissy. And we all know that Sissy is absolutely nuts, and that's why we love her in the game. She comes up behind Anna, who is already on the ground. So at some point, and I don't see any previous injuries from Anna, so I don't know how she got her to the ground necessarily, but that may just be the start of the animation. So she comes behind her, and it looks like she actually hits her with the back of the knife in the top of the back there. And then she steps right over and straddles poor Anna. And then she starts carving some kind of lovely picture, I'm sure, in her back. And then reaches around to her midsection. And basically, it reminds me of like a slaughterhouse kill or something like that. It's pretty insane. Now, of course, they don't show anything spilling out of Anna or any of the characters in the game. I think that would probably that would probably ruin it for a lot of streamers because I've already heard of streamers getting in trouble on other platforms when they actually play this game. So that would probably be a little bit too much. But that's a brutal kill, dude. And it's pretty awesome. I love the setting at Nancy's house. It's pretty much perfect. Now, one more interesting thing is I was getting some of these clips so you guys could see this in full detail. Is it sounds like Sissy is actually singing about a dancing clown.
The dancing clown. The dancing clown.
Now, it's really hard to make out the rest of this because Anna is screaming in pain and terror. But at the same time, that really, really sounds like the dancing clown. So almost like a subtle little shot at Ilphonic and Killer Klowns game coming out almost. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty interesting. I would obviously assume this isn't some kind of, straight dig at them, but maybe a little playful banter back and forth. I don't know. I thought it was cool, and I'd love to hear what you think about it too. And then the last one, my boy Leatherface. This is who I love to play as. He is my main. And basically, what we have is Bubba takes his chainsaw and gives Leland a nice little uppercut. And of course, Leland is on the ground at this point. And Leatherface does what Leatherface does and goes from head, I think it's his head. It's kind of hard to tell from the angle. It might be from the top of the sternum here, all the way down the midsection, all the way down. And that's where it stops. So, needless to say, there's going to be people playing Texas Chainsaw on opening day or early release day of Killer Klowns because these execution packs, this is the best one they have released. Yet, it's going to be $6.99, it looks like, for this entire execution pack. And these are things that I don't mind paying for. And that's what we have so far. So these execution packs are going to be $6.99. Considering the motion capture and everything that goes in there, I think that's actually a fair price. This will be the first thing that I buy for Texas Chainsaw actually in a while. I never bought Virginia. I didn't buy the outfit pack for Danny. There's been quite a few things that I haven't bought here recently, but this will be one that I'm buying. And I know a lot of people are probably going to buy this one, especially obviously Killer Mains, and be playing the game on early release day for Killer Klowns. So again, I'd love to hear from you. What do you think people are going to be playing? I mean, Killer Klowns is a highly anticipated game in the asymmetrical horror community. So I don't know that people are going to be like completely pulled away, but Texas might pull some people away with this new execution pack, or people may kind of split up their time a little bit more. Again, interesting. I thought Black Studios or Black Tower was going to kind of let Killer Klowns have their couple of weeks to shine, but they said, nah, dude, we're coming out with our new stuff too, regardless of what game is coming out. Interesting move. Love to hear your opinion. And of course, if you like what I do, consider subscribing. See you in the next one. And as always, hold 'em down.